Yeah.
They claim that white people are in power. When I've listed all of the levers of political power, you say that those people are black. That's like an uncanny reality.
Then let's go to the real power, not this imaginary power you're talking about. How many companies are owned by black people at the JSE? So, I gave you answers. I said, when you ask me a question, I said 26 and all. Now you say, I ask you a question, you say, tell me. Your answer is true. Because you know that if you give the correct answer, it will show the real power. The economic power of this country is in the hands of white people. They are in charge.
Mr. Malema, just answer him. He's
okay,
yes. Typically, he's a representative. Yes. Just telling me.
Oh, I don't ask questions. I answer.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm used to asking questions.
Yes. Yeah. So you can tell me if you like.
Well, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, 80%, if not 90% of it is white-owned. Those companies are the ones that control the economy of our country. In South Africa, 90% of the people who own the land are white people. And the white people are less than 15% of the population of South Africa. Africans, who constitute more than 80% of the population, own less than 10% of the land in South Africa. That's power. When you get time tonight, please give yourself an opportunity to read the difference between glory and power. Those things you are telling me is glory. It's not power. Of blue lights. They are managing the affairs of the state on behalf of the ruling class. And the ruling class is white monopoly capital.
And by that term, white monopoly capital would include black millionaires as well, like Patrice Motsepe.
Well, I don't include Patrice Motsepe. I'm not sure if Patrice is a billionaire, chef. I'm not sure. Sometimes I've got suspicion, my lord, that is an imposter. I'm not sure. I don't agree. I'm not sure. And majority of the people you refer to as black billionaires, by the way, majority of them are imposters. They are posturing. They do not own and control the claims that they are owning. So I don't know. I don't know of any owner of the means of production who is black and African. I can see the people who are fighting to enter that level, but as to whether they own is something else. I don't know. I mean, we were told here, my lord, that our president is a billionaire. That he will never ask money or steal money from anyone. This is the man who must elect. Then, boom, the man has taken money from other billionaires to finance his campaign of CR17. Which billionaire does that? He presides over a party that cannot pay salaries. As a president, it comes back to you that your party hasn't paid salaries. Why would a billionaire not pay salaries of his staff members? I think he just likes being called a billionaire. Just likes being called a billionaire. But the man doesn't have anything, chef. They just like being called those things. I don't think they are real. I don't know. I doubt.
Well, that might be a chance to attend tomorrow.
Okay, thank you very much. Sorry, you want to say something? Sorry, yes, Mr. Kasiboto.
Your Lordship, mine is a concluding remark. I'm just very well aware of the constraints we have. Your Lordship will be mindful. Let me remind Your Lordship that the entirety of last week was evidence by the other side. Part of this week up until yesterday, again, it was the evidence of the complainant. We're left with 3 days of the total 10 days we're given. Now, the difficulty with that is that now it wishes me in terms of how I structure my argument and how much time I have with my expert. A large part of today dealt with political matters. For the longest time, we had a debate around expropriation without compensation and what have you. Political subject matter. Very little of today dealt with the subject matter. So I'm going to ask you what's tightening in respect of that. and
Look at the white
focusing the debate and the trial around the question of
They
Section
using
10.
him.
Politics and everything else, to submit your lordship, has no place before this court. As a matter of fact, perhaps I should ask your lordship if you are so minded to perhaps see us at chambers, me and my counsel. But we certainly follow the law in that respect.
No. You
No,
want
just to be fair, the evidence that was led at the beginning, Mr. Lemon, was about the National Political Party, and the 7 pillars are. That evidence was led in cheap. And the complaint must have an opportunity to interrogate that evidence. If there's a complaint about political nature being dealt with today, that concern can't be raised against the complaint. As if the respondents gathered was good
No, Mr. Kasiboto, all I said, and I can see it comes from my comment that I made earlier.
Hold up. You mean to tell me they arguing white people being attacked from 2010 and 2014 in 2025? My bad, y'all.
And I'm trying to think now. Age just takes away a lot of things. But there was a quote by a colleague of mine in the Labour Court where he was dealing with the issue of speed and justice. He said something along the lines of expedition resolution of disputes can't trump justice. Now, ultimately, what we would have to do in the circumstances, we'll have to look at it. And I just want to say to you, I don't think that whatever I said should constrain you in preparing for your case. If you need more, and I'm not sure, you said to me you'll have 2 witnesses, but if you need your time, we'll have to find that, unfortunately, or fortunately. So I don't think it should be, let me put it this way. Ultimately, it would be my responsibility to find the time to deal with whatever remains to be dealt with by the end of this week. So I think let's leave it at that, and we'll take it up from there. Mr. Malema, we're going to adjourn for today. You are still under oath, if I may remind you, and that you can't discuss this case with any person without prior permission of the court.
Now, listen. Let me tell you, man. This is the craziest shit ever. I can't believe that Tether got up there and said that shit, bro. Like, this man arguing the case about white farmers getting killed in South Africa. What? He said 2014 and 2010 based on a book. Not evidence, a book. When you ever seen a book in a courtroom? Book, that's hearsay. It's not a damn dictionary. It's not vetted. Like, man, come on, man. He trying to put... Man, listen, I'm proud of what's going on over there in South Africa, but us FBAs, we got to handle business over here. But it was interesting to me to watch it, and I hope y'all to get somebody to pay attention to what's going on, because, listen, us FBAs, we done woken up Africa, bro. We done woke up Africa. Hey, shout out to my people, you know what I'm saying? FBA, stand up, baby. Let's go.